Thank you, Rosemary, to Mary and all of the Showcase team, to Andrew and the DCII team, to all of our exhibitors, our buyers, everybody. Céad míle fáilte go baile clia, céad fáilte go Showcase. And as Rosemary has said, this is not just a professional engagement for me. My mother made the pilgrimage to this event for many years in the 80s, where it was for her the key event of her year as a small retailer, to get everybody together, as Mary said, under the one roof, to cut the deals, to see what would be on the shelves. And like many others, she got huge support for being here. And so it's a little bit of a personal mission as well. And as Mary has just said, this is Showcase number 48. Not even COVID could stop it from happening because it went online. And in that, it demonstrates the absolute resilience and the innovativeness of all of our exhibitors here today, and that tradition that has demonstrated and kept Irish business going in all shapes and sizes. And I think Leo's really right. On a dreary January day, if we could get everybody to be able to walk in here and get a sense of the explosion of colour, I think it would get us through January in a much better way. I want to welcome all of the buyers that are here, particularly those internationally. I think we've over 4,000 buyers, all of whom most of whom are here physically, but also some of whom are joining us virtually as well. And that also opens up huge opportunities for all of the exhibitors here today, regardless of your size. And as in one of my main roles is Minister for Digital, and we want to work with Irish business and with the Leo network in particular in how we can get our Irish business not just online, but get you to think digitally as well. I want to thank all those who've joined us from the United States, from Canada, from GB, from France, Germany, the Nordic countries. It gives you an example of how many people have travelled and how many opportunities are here today. And I wish them all very successful. The sectors, the design and craft sector that we are showcasing this week represents around 18,000 enterprises right across our island. Nearly over 100,000 jobs are dependent on the companies and their fellow companies who are exhibiting here this week. The gross value added of this sector is comparable to those sectors that get a lot more attention and a lot more fuss in the economy, but don't leave the kind of footprint that this sector leaves. And that's why it's also important to me. Every part of our island is represented here today, regardless of size of population. And I particularly want to commend Breda Fox and her team at the Leo Network on the work that they are doing with their 105 exhibitors who are here today in the Leo sector. Small is good when it comes to crafting. It encourages design, it encourages passion, and it encourages innovation. Yes, we like to see you get big too, but to keep that design. And that is why I will work very closely with Rosemary and the team for as long as I'm in this job to support this sector and to support the very important work that Design and Craft Council Ireland do. We have come through an incredibly challenging 3 years for Irish business. Yet, in spite of the challenges of a 1 in 100 year pandemic, of the first war on European shores in many decades, cost of living and a cost of supply crisis, we are still looking at very hugely positive economic numbers for Ireland during 2023. And I want to commend all of our agencies that are involved in that, to Leo and all of the team of Enterprise Ireland who are supporting companies in doing that. The first 11 months of exports in 2022 will exceed all of that in 2021. And I know that will continue through this year, albeit in a much more challenging environment. And yes, there's a lot of focus, as I said previously, on some particular sectors. But this is the sector that keeps going, regardless of focus, regardless of fashion, regardless of where the media are putting their attention. The craft sector and the sector that we're celebrating here this week has kept Ireland going in much more challenging times and much darker times. And I want to salute everybody involved here in this sector, not just those represented here, but those right across the island. It's good to have everybody back physically. And I know we were here last year in a smaller way, again pulled together at short notice by the fantastic team at Showcase. But it's good to be back at the traditional time and in person. And I can even see walking through already, the buzz in the room, the sense of business already underway in the room, which you don't really get online. You don't really get that sense of connection, that sense of being able to, I just spotted somebody trying on a jacket in front of a mirror, try to do that online and see does that work. I don't think so. So this week is about, it's about pride in our island, pride in our natural resources that we are producing into craft and into enterprises, pride in the agility, pride in the passion of design and creativity that is within our Irish craft and enterprise sector, a pride in their resilience, and pride in the fact that we can attract over 4,000 buyers to come to this event, because they know if they don't come to this event, they will miss out. They know if they don't come to this event, they won't get the chance to be the best business that they can by providing what is on display and what is on sale, more importantly, here this week. I wish all of the exhibitors every success. I wish all the buyers every success for the year ahead. I want to commend, in particular, all of the teams involved in putting this together. To Mary Palmer and her team in Showcase Ireland, to Rosemary and the team at Design Crafts Council Ireland, to Leo, Karen and the team in Enterprise Ireland, to Breda at the Local Enterprise Network, and the team from my own department who bring it all together. Government and civil service gets criticised so often, but when you see what's involved in the collaboration and the teamwork to bring it all together, and I was just struck as Rosemary was speaking, the role that Mary and the Showcase Board must perform to keep it all going in their own direction. I can only imagine the rows that happen to get to here. And she keeps saying, no, they don't. But to put an event on like this, of its scale, of its design, of its importance, and of its vibrancy, takes a huge amount of effort. And I also want to acknowledge the Assistant Secretary for my own department, Pauline Mulligan, who's here with us. So Calleary le gach duine, tá súil agam gur mai seachtain ionntach agah, tá súil agam gur mai bliain ionntach agah freisin. Agus is calóra gnó é seo, is calóra creativity, agus calóra dachana, agus is more an honour than they're all go bhfuil Showcase oscailte. Showcase 2023 is formally open. Go out there, sell, buy, and celebrate all that is good about Irish craft and Irish enterprise. Gurmina Maga.
Thank you so much, Minister, for such a wonderful and supportive speech. We really, really appreciate it. So we have a wonderful 3 days ahead of us. There's a huge buzz in the room, as you can hear already. Business is being done. There's a full programme of events also being provided, including the dance hall, which I personally am really looking forward to. So this is going to be a fashion and design fusion at 12:30 here today, and I really encourage everybody to come and see it. It's going to be spectacular. We're also going to have the Showcase Awards later on this afternoon. We have a beautiful edit of many of the products in the fair at the front of the hall. If you want to have a look at that, it's really beautiful. And we're going to have some really stimulating talks and presentations from our partners at the local enterprise offices and from our team at the Design and Crafts Council. So I would really like to encourage everyone to participate and to renew friendships and reconnect and hopefully make new friendships among our maker and design community. And of course, we also want you to make some sales. That's really important. So looking around here this morning, we can clearly see that we are positioned for a great show. Tú smá is láth na hebra, so a good start is half the work. Go raibh míle maith agat, and please have a great showcase. Thank you.